We just hit a major milestone on the Dustups ranch.
Yesterday, as we were working in this area, in the sitting area, I noticed that my cactus is literally covered in beans. And I need to get these things some light so they can grow. So what I'm going to do is cut this bean back just enough so that the cactus is getting some light, and then we'll use it for mulch. It's Daniel with water. Morning, sir. I'm gonna prune these guys so that, and then I'm gonna mulch the cactus, help it grow faster. And this will be good because later today we'll get the winter stuff planted, the oats and the cereal rye, and then this way they can actually get some light. I really ought to just use, if this was a field, I'd just use our brush cutter.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to whack my mulberry.
Or cactus.
Or my cactus. Give it just slightly more mulch here.
You know, I also thought of something. You know how a lot of people will say that creosote plants will kill everything around it?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that that's entirely accurate.
Yeah, well, part of it is when they dry out. I know that's when they send out the chemicals, but also there's plenty of stuff around here. Like you can see, even down here, like there's little volunteers growing under the creosote. Mm-hmm. So it's not like, I mean, yeah, creosote competes, but it doesn't just nuke everything. It's not omnipotent. It has a place. I'm not gonna lie. This is nice to have something to mulch. This feels really good, man. We'll make sure that everything gets really heavily seeded because we want this covered in 2 months.
That dude's already got thorns on him. So.
Yeah, I know. I discovered that.
Make a pile with some of that stuff. And the reason I'm saying it, that way we can shove it down where some of this has eroded away.
Yeah.
Like right down in the crevices.
I want to make sure we mulch the cactus anyway. I want to give some of this back to the cowpeas, but I do want here you go, one.
I can't tell. Is it eroded on this side?
Not really, no.
Okay.
We'll take from here. Okay, one.
Bees really like these things also.
Yes, they do. 3.
Where else would we, I think this would be good for you. Because the rest of them are pretty good. I mean, just make a pile of them and
yeah.
them out.
No, don't spread it out. Like, make a bet. Land and expand. Even that grass, like, if you want to mulch that lone little grass there, that give it some help. They're setting flowers, but I don't want them to go to seed. I want the mulch.
And we can also just leave the stuff that's over there.
Yeah, exactly. There's enough random cowpeas growing that. See, it is flowering.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the ones over here flowering.
The nice thing about mulching in between the cowpeas is that there's enough root stocks or growth that even with a lot of flooding, a lot of this isn't going to get washed away. Our first harvest of mulch.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Realistically, it did not take long to grow that.
Is that only 2 months?
2 months.
Wow. I'm not bringing in mulch anymore. Like a bag of 50 pounds of cowpeas is not expensive. It's easier just to plant like you did, where I thought you put way too much, and that is the strategy, which is very much aligned with syntropic agroforestry, the idea of hyper concentrating. My criticism of this is we need some diversity.
I mean, this was literally just an experiment, and
well, home run, nice
worked.
job.
I mean, happy accident.
Yeah, I'll take it.
With this, I just put seed, hydrogel, threw it down on the ground, covered it.
Yeah,
that was all I did. And then fought the rats for a while.
Diggy Smalls, my little Chinese mini excavator that I got for $2,000, has become so much more important on the ranch than I intended. That was too good of a deal to pass up. Now we use it for establishing tree lines and planting trees, and it's broken. It blew a compression ring on the engine. These engines are notoriously awful. Eventually, one day, when we have time for more projects, we'll buy a $400 engine, upgrade the horsepower a little bit, and get that back in action. Until then, we have trees piling up that need to be transplanted. Chris brought out a prairie crabapple a couple of months ago, and it's looking pretty bad. Daniel brought out a Texas mountain laurel last month, and it's really struggling. And now Miguel, who I've been talking to for a couple of years about his project in Chihuahua, Mexico, he showed up with a pomegranate. So now we've got 3 trees that urgently need to get in the ground. With Miguel and Parker here and a backlog of trees, I thought we should get these in the ground next to our island of success and keep on expanding where things are working. Cement mixer still hooked up?
Yes. You wanna mix it?
Yeah, let's just now starting.
That's how low it goes. Here, I can pick it up.
That feels so good.
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes. More? A little bit more. Okay, that ought to be good. The sun's not helping that pot.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
shoot.
And then now, I hold it.
That's a bit rough.
You guys need to come out.
You got it from that side? Yeah. Oh, it's breaking up. You put it over here. Oh. Here, if you want to move quickly.
Do one shovelful at a time. It's actually quicker that way. Yeah.
It's always very hard to communicate the progress on camera. Parker's a longtime viewer. He watches every single episode. And instead of me telling you what I think this looks like, you're going to get to experience this through a viewer's eyes who is here for their very first time watching almost every episode. There is a lot of green here. And this is an area of the ranch that I don't even irrigate. This is all entirely from our soil amendments and rainfall. And now Parker gets to see it in person.
I don't think you could have done it anywhere better. I mean, being so remote, probably has its challenges and whatnot, but I think this spot is so beautiful and it's ripe for doing something like this. I mean, how amazing would it be to have a proper forest out here, you know?
How amazing will it be?
Yeah. A lot of work to that day, but I see the progress. I mean, I am astounded about how far you've actually come. It's really great. And the scale is also, I mean, this is a huge project. This isn't like, 10 acres or something like that. This is massive. And that thing that I was walking earlier, it loops around the whole mountain, So, yeah, no, I'm impressed for sure. Oh, yeah, you got that good fence up now. It's gonna help. How have the critters been?
Not really an issue over here.
All right. Wow. And now, are those your water source for over here?
Yeah, so we irrigate from those totes up there. That's the topsoil, which we've done nothing with. And then this one, not a failure at all. You'll see all the grass here. It's pretty cool.
And so these are the new tires, right?
Yeah, these are the tires that have been taken over by all the beetles.
Which is actually kind of a good sign. I mean, it is life, right?
Yeah, and it's all the humidity from the hydrogel in there. Over time, that'll dissipate, but there is one tree growing in there. One sad little guy.
Yeah, I imagine it's hard to do all this work, and then that's the
It's
result.
not a happy outcome, but it is better over here. So this is what we transplanted when Chris from Odessa came out. You can see all the new growth on the willow.
Gosh. Yeah, no, and this is a beautiful plant too. This is great.
We haven't irrigated in probably 2 months because we've had enough rain.
That is great then. And that.
So the honey locust mostly died, but this is all mesquite right here.
Okay.
And then this honey locust actually made it.
Yeah, it's looking good. And so how long ago was this transplant?
2 months, 3 months. This was, July, so 3 months.
Cool.
And then we got more mesquite growing here.
Cool. Yeah, that's good to see. And I'm imagining the soil will just get progressively better.
Well, especially, like, you see all the green down there.
Oh my gosh, that is wild.
And that's never been irrigated. That's all native seed.
Oh my gosh, I see the vision so clearly with something like that. Goodness.
Although this is not going anything like I hoped, and I'm not going to put so much effort into these tree lines the way I've been doing it. If that's failure, I'm pretty happy with failing.
Yeah, if that's failure, you're succeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Dustups, we don't just get bobcats and coyotes, we get mountain lions too. That's one of the reasons we set up the Reolink Elite Floodlight Wi-Fi. When motion hits, people, cars, or even animals, this thing lights up the desert like it's the middle of the day. A problem I've had with past security cameras is that they record absolutely everything. They leave hundreds of clips, and I have no idea which is bugs flying past the screen or something interesting. I use the AI search feature, and it just pulls up clips that I actually want to see. Here I'm selecting a person walking, and I get the one and only clip of Daniel wandering around behind the cabin. But I'll be honest, what I'm using it for mostly, I'm watching the grass grow. My kids are making fun of me because I'm on the app every day, zooming in as far as it'll go, and yeah, look, that's cereal rye growing in my sitting area. It makes me so happy. I look 3 times a day. It blasts up to 3,000 lumens with adjustable color temperature. Warm when you want it, or blinding white, depending on the need. With a 180-degree 4K field of view, there's nowhere to hide. No blind spots, no surprises. And if something crosses the virtual fence, you'll know immediately through the Reolink app. Out here, we share the desert with everything, even the big critters and the big cats that stalk the night. But with Reolink, we see it all. Shop now and shine a light on intruders before they get too close. Scan the QR code that you see on the screen or click the link in the description. Make sure you use the code Dustups to get 20% off of your order.
Yeah, my friend good friend from university. He made a food forest. That was his project at the university. And it took him the whole time, but he finally made it, and it is beautiful. And so I could see the same sort of thing happening here.
Yeah, it really is just getting something kick-started. So like, this is, a viewer actually sent me this. This is red amaranth.
It's getting a little bit eaten, but it looks like it's actually not doing too bad.
No, it's, yeah, it's vigorous.
Yeah, no, that thing's pretty hardy.
So this is my little meadow in the making. Just
This is nice.
so happy with it.
Wow.
Yeah, this only germinated in July or August.
Nice.
So this is just gonna get thicker and thicker.
Yeah. No, this is like year one of proper growth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's not, look guys, I have a sorghum.
Yeah, or like, oh, this thing survived. Oh, now it's dead.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you this. So everything that's really growing here, I showed you the willow and the mesquite.
Yeah.
There's a couple of trees from seed, but for the most part, the stuff that is really thriving is the stuff we transplanted. Suburban Biology came out and we transplanted. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is all Vitex, which is killing it. And then we have a little bit of Lucana, which I don't know if it'll make it through the winter because it got cut back a couple of times from the rabbits.
It may. It seems pretty healthy like how it is right now. I mean, these leaves seem good and new, and it's trying to put energy behind it.
Then we've got a little baby elm that's just barely hanging on.
Oh yeah. It's rough to see. Although, I mean, there's always hope, I guess, with this.
As long as it's not dead, there's hope.
Yeah.
But we'll go down to the second one. There's actual trees there.
And the guava is taking, hopefully.
Oh yeah, it's doing okay here. It's not amazing, but they are rooting and they're getting greener. But
Yeah.
you'll see down on the original terrace where, one, we planted the best agave down there, and two, there's just it's on irrigation because we wanted them to have their best shot. I need some kind of agave supply, and they're thriving.
So you've planted something in every single one of these holes, though, right?
Yeah, all of these have been planted, and it's been so hard to get everything growing from seed that's not an annual. The rats ate a lot of the seeds, but they don't eat 100% of them. They'll eat a shocking amount of them, but they don't get them all.
Yeah.
And there are some, I'll see if I can spot some. There's some little Huisache, and most of it's because we bring in horse manure. I didn't appreciate this, but it comes with a giant seed bank. And the ranch we got it from, those horses don't spend a lot of time in the stable. So they're eating as they're out being ridden, which basically means whatever grows wild out here is in their poop.
Well, maybe that's
by
part
their
of
seeds.
maybe that's part of the trick is use a lot of that sort of stuff.
Absolutely. Horse manure is going to be the double whammy because if you pay for native seeds, it's insanely expensive.
Well, and I'm pretty sure I saw sorghum growing on that thing over there.
Yeah, we've planted enough sorghum that it's actually spreading around the ranch.
Yeah. Well, and that's what you want, where it's just natural.
So this is a good example. This is Huisache, and this was grown from seed this year.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks super healthy.
But there's only there's a handful like that, but you gotta keep an eye out for them.
Well, and it is one of those things where these will root down, and then later those will fill with water and whatnot too. Well, I really hope that you get lucky with rainfall this year.
Oh man, 2 in a row would be more than I hope to ask for.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm learning that, especially since we can focus near camp, where it's not such a big deal, we can make progress even when it's not raining.
Yeah, I think the garden over there is one of those things where you get to practice techniques, You get to put in effort and see the reward, expand your soil base. As a viewer, one of my favorite things was the shade fence and seeing the progress unfold, because it can be, I don't know, as a viewer, you're like, all right, well, I guess it failed again, it failed again, it failed again, but then the garden's like a steady, like, he's making progress, thank God.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's hard as a viewer. It's harder as me, I think.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
But I definitely sympathize.
Yeah.
So all of these, this is Palo Verde, aculeata, Parkinsonia aculeata. This is on the fringe of what it can tolerate. These froze to the ground last year. This is all this year's growth. Everything you see.
Holy moly. And see, as a viewer, I didn't even realize that these had come so far up.
Yeah.
And I watch every episode, you know?
And I try to, here, we'll do this for context so people can see. It's a tree.
Yeah.
There are real trees here, I promise.
That is a tree.
Now, it's bent over badly from the severe wind we get. But
Well, it might be helpful. The base there, that's a good 2-inch almost, you know? That's not nothing.
And what I'm hoping is that even if it dies to the ground this year,
It just keeps coming.
next year it's gonna like if it was 1/2 inch last year, 2 inches this year, what could it do next year?
Yeah.
Eventually it will have something above ground.
Well, and it's going to benefit over time just having those roots down there.
Exactly. But what I'm most excited, well, one, the cactus, I'm just delighted. You see there's prickly pear everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's great.
But the grass, I've never planted grass on this terrace. And this is not from manure. This just has come from birds and
Nice.
rabbits and whatever has come over here. So
Yeah. Do you think this one gets more growth because it's more in the shade and more protected? Is that why?
well, it's also a year older.
Oh, okay. Okay. So both of those things.
Yeah. Yeah, it took a year for the seeds to show up. And then now that we have, and I'm letting all this grass seed. I want to get,
And so are these newer growth of those? And
all of these are the same age. All of these
Okay.
are 1 year. Yeah, all these are on their second year.
Okay. And at what point do you think you're going to be able to turn off the irrigation completely?
I mean, we mostly have.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I know that's, we don't really talk about the irrigation, but we don't run the irrigation hardly ever. I haven't irrigated this in, I think, 3 or 4 months.
Wow. Wow. This is impressive. This is super impressive. In my mind as a viewer, I thought that this was like pretty much constantly running.
No,
So,
no, we don't. Like my whole goal is I don't want to drain the aquifer for my little pet project and have it fall apart when I die.
yeah, no, it's all about that long-term thinking. I was thinking that in the garden today. I was like, you know, these decisions in 100, 200 years, maybe this will help someone else who's hungry or needs some shade or something, you know?
Or even if it's just a pretty place.
Yeah. Yep.
So you can start seeing the agave here. They're on the other side.
Yeah, those are big. How big were they when they started?
They haven't really grown much. So these have mostly, they're mainly focused on protecting their roots. Next year, they'll start growing.
Cool.
Just having this wall, you can't actually walk in the center now, which is, I was annoyed that I couldn't get trees on this line. Mm-hmm. But it's worked out that all the trees are growing in the middle.
Oh, this is so cool, man. Oh my gosh. I can see the work you put in too.
So, and I think that one thing most people don't appreciate, every stick you see on this terrace was carried by hand.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, and I just did the hay, and like that probably took an hour, well, probably total like 2.5 hours. And this is not hay. These are sticks and different kinds of debris. You've got like cactus husks here and actual sticks, and then you've got hay and you've got line. I mean, this is a lot of work.
It's an insane amount of work. Well, a lot of it was poor design because we didn't have vehicle access. We boxed ourselves in. And
So this is like locally gathered as well.
Almost all of this was foraged. Aside from little stretches that where you see wood chips,
Yeah.
90% of this is
Holy moly.
gathered by hand.
And then what plant is this?
That's Sespania. It's the same as that tree over there.
Okay. Oh, that tree's pretty large as well.
It's the most photogenic one because it's got the best canopy.
Yeah, it looks like a proper tree that you could find shade under.
If you really had to, like you could climb in there if you're desperate.
Well, and it's funny because this probably comes out way better on camera.
It does.
But it's almost smaller than all of these other ones.
It is. It's way
Yeah.
smaller. It's never going to
Interesting.
get bigger than that. These will only last 2 or 3 years. It's probably got a year and then it's gone.
Very, very cool.
But I'm letting, like I said, I'm letting everything go to seed just until we get good coverage, and then I'll start mulching everything like crazy.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to expand onto the other side of the hill?
One day.
Okay.
But for now, I'm focused, like that windbreak I'm building. It's an easy planting area. It's right by camp. All my water's there. So, and then I have the mega swale that we're working on.
The mega swale is huge. I started walking it and then I was like, yeah, I think I may drive this later. Kind of worked all day. This is rough.
Yeah, you did. Thank you for that, by the way. You've worked very, very hard.
Oh, I'm so happy to donate my time to a project that I care about.
Well, it is sincerely appreciated.
I really want to see more people do this type of thing. I mean, this is super, it's super amazing. And then also this is like, if you can make this work, other people can make this work. And if other people can make this work, people can figure out how to get food from places like this and like make the rain for all of Texas better because, you know, we're all in a drought pretty much.
Constantly.
And so, yeah, I think the more people that know about the possibilities, I think it opens up like a really beautiful world where people can do stuff like this, you know? So
That's my hope.
yeah, so I'm so happy to donate my time. And I hope all the viewers that watch understand that they really can come out here and do this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the one desert willow that is taken from seed. Which is funny because I haven't bought desert willow. I know people have sent it to me, so I don't know if I planted that on purpose or if it showed up. But yeah, like, and you can't really see it on camera right now, but this is all of this is volunteer grass.
Nice. And then, so this stuff that's coating a lot of the area. So what is that? And are you trying to utilize it at all? Or is this just stuff that pops up when you end up putting more water into the land?
It just shows up. So this I can't take credit for. It's called trailing 4 o'clock. And when you look up from drone shots or even on the hillsides, everywhere has substantial growth of this. But this hillside is so steep, even when you have good growth like this, eventually this dies. A heavy flood comes, just washes it all downhill.
Right.
But now
Right.
we have these terraces. So
Yeah.
even if this part isn't benefiting from it, this will catch it.
Yeah. And then I guess on this ravine, do you have check dams as well?
Yeah, there's check dams all between. So that's the North Dam
Yeah.
right up there.
That's the large dam that you built fairly recently.
The newer one is that one. That's the South Dam that we drove over.
Okay, I guess the other thing is once you're here, it is very hard to actually place yourself because you've seen it only on video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like completely different almost. Not completely. The major like landmarks are still here. You just don't really know where they are in relative terms. You know? Do you think in terms of percentage of the ranch that you've actually touched and made a difference in, what would you say that is?
So we did 2.5 acres of bathtubs over there. We got the dam. This is a full acre here. This whole watershed is about a half acre between the two dams. And then we've done BDAs. It's another acre. The mega swale, which I really should call Camp Swale 3, but I can't stop calling it the mega swale. That serves a catchment of 5 acres. And then it's the swale itself is 0.75 acres. It's all artificial.
Yeah.
So it's not a gigantic amount, but it's just like the conversation we had before we started walking, where I started here in a tent, and then I had the drash tent, and then I had the mobile office, and then I had all the dog houses, and now it doesn't feel like I live on the moon.
Yeah.
It's a Spartan camp, but it's like, it's comfy.
No, it's nice. I mean, it feels like home. You know, I get a bed tonight, and so that's always welcome. And there's a kitchen and all the amenities, so you can get good rest, solid rest, and work hard and do it all again tomorrow, you know.
Well, I'm sad to say you're going to miss the best part because the North Dam is probably the greenest significant area on the ranch.
Well, luckily I'll be here for a few days, so I think
Touche.
it'll be okay.
Touche. Parker got motivated transplanting the tree, not just because of the trees, but what's right next to it. 2 years ago, Tiago from Centropic Solutions gathered mulch from across the ranch and we hand placed it right next to that area of success. And now that area is exploding with green, thank you to the rain. Parker realized this is an opportunity to leave his mark on the ranch. He wanted to go try it in his own spot, where in 10 years he'd be able to see his impact on this little corner of the world.
So I've been working on a little project over here today. I wanted to try to leave my mark as a volunteer, so hopefully this here will be something that I can look back on and see the progress. I made basically a mix between bird nests and dirt bathtubs. So there's a little indentation to capture some water while at the same time spreading ocotillo and other different kinds of biomass around.
Oh, wow.
To,
Cool.
to try and catch seeds. I even tried to vary the type of seeds or the type of environments that this would create. So right here, I dug a little bit deep and then I put the dirt and the fill dirt, kind of made a little wall and then created the bird's nest. So hopefully the bird's nest will catch seeds, the dirt bathtub will capture water, and then I really tried to vary it. So each single one that I made is slightly different. And I wanted to do this because I know that there are some plants out here that will hopefully thrive in this and others that will thrive in that. But let's kind of maybe show the totality of the work in terms of the bird nest.
And I didn't capture any footage, but I did see out of the corner of my eye while I was busy all day. You worked like a dog.
Yeah, no, I worked hard. I mean, this is my last day here, and I just really wanted to have something that I could look back on.
Love it.
You even made a rock border. Look at that.
I know, it looks great. Like, it looks like we installed planters.
Yeah. So
Like how I used the royal we there.
So these are great because we actually saved these. So hopefully they'll take this transplant. But while we were building these swells, we tried to save as much biomass as we could. And some of these are from that. Actually, most of this mulch, other than the hay, is from stuff that we've saved. So that felt really, really good. This here I'm excited about because hopefully this sort of plant here will make a little microclimate and help all of the surrounding areas. I planted probably 20 or so cactus on this wall, and I used a mix of worm castings, biochar, the hydrogel, and then I tried to mix it with the native soil as well. So hopefully these will put down some roots and sort of make this wall less erosion, have less erosion for the wall. And all together, hopefully this works as kind of a symbiotic system. I planted some more transplants behind the dirt bathtub bird nest things. So hopefully this turns into something really beautiful. And it was definitely worth the work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I promise to keep you updated.
Yeah.
We'll call this Parker Park.
Parker's Park.
Parker Park, I like it.
Cool.
It is so named.
Yeah. With these transplants, I was thinking, there's probably like a 20% chance that they even take. So I put the soil amendment underneath it and all this around it so that even if this fails, it actually turns into something beautiful long term. I tried to get these root balls at the end so that they would collect dirt and sort of bring the biomass slowly downward instead of it just kind of like running off. You can see it's kind of, you know, each one's a little bit different, but you got one here, you got these here, and these dirt bathtubs really aren't that deep. I'll try to illustrate it. It's probably, you know, 4 inches deep by about 1.5 feet, and each one's a little bit different, but hopefully that will get some water to pool up here and go down and kind of feed this whole thing. Yeah, I'm hopeful.
You should be.
Yeah.
I can't give you a time frame, but this will absolutely work.
Yeah.
And it looks good. I love the planter, man. That's a nice addition.
Yeah.
It's such a simple little thing, but it's just very visually appealing.
Well, and similar to all this stuff, I mean, I thought, okay, we've got cactus up here, there's biochar and soil amendments. That's going to eventually make its way down anyway. I can do a little rock wall, capture a little bit of water, try these out, put soil amendments in there, have the hay. That hay is going to catch seeds over time and help with the water as well. So I thought, heck, this could work. So
it will.
I did it. When you see the things that have worked here and you have a limited amount of time, but you still want to make an impact, you kind of just try it out. So I knew the dirt bathtubs worked. I knew the bird nest worked. And so I kind of combined the two. Yeah.
Do you think anybody needs to have any skills whatsoever to make an impact like you did?
I think the only skill is the skill to put the hard work in. And other than that, no. I mean, I'm using a shovel, I'm digging little holes, and I'm placing different types of biomass in a circle.
And
so,
your shirt looks a little worse for the wear.
Yeah. No, I mean, I put in the work.
You certainly did.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to put in some more work because, like I said, I mean, I'm a volunteer. I'm out here for a little under a week, and I want to leave a mark. So, yeah, I'll probably keep working on this until I can't anymore today.
Well, thank you for the hard work.
Yes. No, thank you for having me. And for anyone out there that's looking to come out here and make a difference, you can. Just reach out to Shaun. And it's a good time. It's very peaceful, and you can learn a lot. So, yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to go on record as predicting that is going to be overwhelmingly your biggest success. And it's just because the mulch is thicker, and then you have those rocks catching any sediment that washes off the swale.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you think about the cactus on the slope? I'm a little bit worried that erosion's going to cause them not to succeed very much.
I think they're going to do great.
Okay.
You see how they're almost in shadow already?
Yeah.
And it's not even, I think it's 4 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
That takes, in the summer, that's going to take hours and hours of sun off of them and reduce the pressure. So whatever water falls there gets soaked up in the hydrogel for the next couple of years until it breaks down. But you have the little bit of biochar and the little bit of worm castings there. All they need to do is root, and they'll go nuts. And the fact that now they're in a better spot because the sun isn't putting as much pressure on them, they will thrive.
Yeah.
Those of you in the comment section are going to be so happy, and I'm so happy that we finally had not just the time, but the opportunity to do this. We have shade at camp. Oh, really?
Yeah, so you see how there's
Yeah, I feel the crease under here.
so that part goes on the bottom.
Okay. It doesn't look 20 by 20. I was just thinking the same thing. That looks 20 by 15.
Yeah, but even the tag on it over there, it says 20 by 20.
Does it really?
It sure does.
I need to see proof. Okay. Okie dokie. That help?
Yes.
It's a bad place to try to tie a knot.
This feels like the worst yoga class I've ever been to.
Never been to yoga, but I will take your word for it. Even right here.
Oh, yeah, you feel it's 15 degrees cooler immediately.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? Remember when we first put the trash tent up?
We were like, ah!
Like it dropped it down to like 90 degrees, but that week was so hot.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it is drastically cooler here.
It is. It's amazing. For now, we're relying on these ratchet straps with the sunsail. That is just a Band-Aid solution. The advantage of doing it this way is that the sunsail, it's stretching in the wind, and we want to have that over with before we dedicate the steel cable that we're going to use for the permanent solution. The other thing is that the straps are banging on the roof, and Daniel needs to fabricate a better mount just to get it elevated a little bit. As soon as that's done, we'll be able to do the permanent installation, and then we're going to add a second sail, which will really make this area totally comfortable. We won't ever have to move the chairs. Eventually, I'm going to build a second story on top of all of those dog houses and make it a full-size building. But until then, a sunsail is a really cheap and relatively fast solution.
I enjoyed having Parker on the ranch. Everybody that comes here contributes something different. Blaze spent 2 years in the Peace Corps as an agroforestry expert. When he saw my half moons, he instantly saw the problem. Click here to watch another volunteer make a big impact.